Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Breaking, Yu Long and Yang Mai officially married in fairytale wedding. The most beautiful day the internet has ever seen. Ring. By Entertainment Scope Daily, July 17, 2025. The world has officially witnessed history. Yu Long and Yang Mai, two of the biggest stars in modern entertainment, have said I do in a secret, star-studded ceremony that has left the internet in absolute tears, joy, and awe. It's not just a wedding. It's the wedding. A celebration of love that silenced rumors, broke streaming records, brought A-list celebrities to tears, and made millions of fans believe in soulmates again. This wasn't just a union, it was a cultural moment. Held at an ultra-exclusive estate nestled on the cliffs of Santorini, Greece, overlooking the crystal blue Aegean Sea, the wedding of Yu Long and Yang Mai was more than just romantic, it was legendary. From the moment the first photo dropped to the final sparkler-lit kiss under the stars, it was clear, this wasn't your average celebrity wedding. This was a once-in-a-lifetime, hearts-colliding, history-making event. No paparazzi, no leaks, no official confirmation until today. Fans had speculated for months. There were rumors of dress fittings in Paris. Sightings of Yu Long disappearing into a private jet. Yang Mai spotted with what looked like a ring in Milan. But everything was kept under wraps, until now. The confirmation came at exactly 10 a.m. Universal Time coordinated on July 17, when both stars posted the same photo across their official social media accounts, a black and white shot of the couple holding hands, rings glittering, with the caption, simply, "Forever begins." Within 5 minutes, the internet melted. Over 20 million retweets. 42 million Instagram likes in an hour. Fans across the globe screamed. Some fainted. Some went live in full wedding guest attire. Streets in Seoul, Lagos, Paris, and Manila saw spontaneous celebrations as massive fanbases held viewing parties, complete with wedding cakes, balloons, and banners. A few fans were seen throwing real flower petals in the air as if they were at the venue. But what actually happened inside this secret ceremony? Who was invited? What did they wear? What were the vows? What made even the toughest celebrity guests burst into tears? We've got the full, exclusive scoop, and trust us, it's everything you dreamed of, and more. The estate was booked under a fake event title, Corporate Wellness Retreat, to throw off speculation. Guests were flown in via private jets from 3 undisclosed airports, each guest receiving an encrypted invitation with only coordinates and a golden thumbprint-locked box containing their dress code and wedding itinerary. Upon arrival, every guest had to place their phone into a velvet pouch, locked until after the ceremony. And then, the magic began. The aisle wasn't just an aisle. It was a mirror glass pathway built over a private infinity pool reflecting the ocean and sky. Floating white orchids were imported from Thailand and arranged to look like they were hovering mid-air. The wedding arch was a hand-carved gold and crystal frame, entwined with fresh wisteria and roses flown in from Kyoto and Tuscany. Then came the music. A 30-piece live orchestra hidden behind cascading floral walls played a custom arrangement, composed by Yu Long himself as the guests took their seats. The sun was just beginning to lower, casting a golden hue across the water. The sea was calm, the wind respectful, the air full of silence and anticipation. And then, she walked in. Yang Mai appeared at the top of the aisle in a gown that sent fashion houses around the globe into crisis. Custom-made by a secret team led by Elie Saab and Guopei, her dress featured a 15-foot sheer train embroidered with silk thread poetry written by Yu Long himself. The bodice, hand-beaded with 3,000 Swarovski crystals, sparkled like stardust. A delicate veil trailed behind her, held in place by a vintage hairpiece from the Qing dynasty. But it wasn't the dress that brought people to tears. It was her face. Tears were already forming in her eyes. A soft, trembling smile. She looked directly at Yu Long, and when he saw her, he froze. A moment caught on camera where he visibly gasped, blinked back his own tears, and placed a hand over his chest. He was wearing an ivory tuxedo by Tom Ford, tailored within a millimeter of perfection, with embroidered dragons on the cuffs symbolic of strength, love, and eternity. A traditional jade pin from his grandfather's collection sat on his left lapel. The moment their hands met at the altar, everything else faded away. The vows, written in secret for months, were emotional masterpieces. Yu Long spoke first. Before I met you, love was a song I only hummed. You taught me the lyrics. You taught me how to dance to the rhythm. I promised to sing with you until my last breath. Young Mai, her voice barely above a whisper but filled with power, replied, I was not waiting to be rescued. I was waiting to be seen. You didn't just see me. You loved every shadow, every scar, every spark. I promised to walk beside you through thunder, sunshine, and silence. The crowd was in tears. Celebrity guests in attendance included Wang Yibo, Xiao Zhan, Dylan Wang, Bai Lu, IU, Lisa, Zhao Luzi, and even Gong Yo, who flew in on a moment's notice. Global icons Beyoncé and Zendaya sent in video messages that were played at the reception. The ring exchange was simple, sacred, and divine. The rings were designed by Yu Long, two intertwining bands that looked like infinite waves crashing and folding into each other. And when the officiant finally declared, "You may now kiss," the kiss wasn't a quick peck. It was the kind of kiss that artists paint. Slow. Sure. Soft at first, then full of everything: longing, gratitude, joy, and a shared, quiet promise. Then fireworks. Hundreds. From behind the cliffs. With glass walls overlooking the sea. Each table named after one of their shared memories. The first dance was choreographed by world-class dancers and ended with the couple dancing barefoot in rose petals while fans cried watching the live stream broadcasted hours later. Their wedding cake? 8 tears, each representing a phase in their relationship, from the first audition they met at, to their shared heartbreaks, to their private beach proposal, to today. They cut the cake while a surprise guest, Jay Cho, performed a piano ballad he wrote for the occasion. But perhaps the biggest surprise came when Yu Long grabbed a mic during toasts. My heart only knows one name. And it's yours, he said, looking at young Mai. I didn't just marry you today. I married my miracle. The bride, unable to hold back tears, clutched his hand tightly. At midnight, a drone show lit up the night sky with animations of their love story, silhouettes dancing, kissing, laughing. The final image. 2 hands intertwined, with the words, "You and Mai forever." By morning, #You my wedding, #You long my married, and #fairytale reel trended worldwide. Fashion critics hailed her dress as a moment in history. Musicians called the ceremony a symphony of emotion. Fans said, "This is not just a wedding. This is our healing." In a brief thank you statement released the next day, the couple wrote, "We didn't want perfection. We just wanted to be ourselves, surrounded by love, music, memories, and you. Thank you for letting us be real. Thank you for believing in us. With love. Yu Long and young Mai." And so, the fairy tale has begun, not in the pages of a book, but on the lips of millions who watched 2 stars become soulmates, forever. Love isn't just real. It's alive, and its names are Yu Long and young Mai.